Hi guys, Michelle Hartz here. I am part of our fantastic Doing Good Rewards team. I'm one of the marketing coaches and marketing sort of team and tribe that we have here at Doing Good Rewards. Today I'm here with Mary Ignatidis, who is one of our champions, and she's an ambassador for Doing Good Rewards. We are so proud and so blessed to have her. The other night we were at the gala. We had over 270 people raising funds for the Foundation of Goodness, in which Mary's had a lot of experience, and she's done some shared experiences for the Foundation of Goodness. So Mary, we wanted to talk to you about some of the things. You really touched my heart with your speech at the gala, and I wanted to have some time to explore some of those ideas and how, again, it always relates back to small businesses in which we're trying to really help and support. So Mary, you are director at I Am Learning Center. You are also one of the members of board for the Doing Good Foundation. You're an ambassador for Doing Good Rewards, and you're also a foundation specialist here at OYOB. Can you talk us through a little bit about some of the things that you said at your speech at the gala the other night? And one of the things that really resonated with me, and I think the audience, is how that's changed you and your DNA as a person, and some of that reflection that you've had coming through the shared experience.
Thanks, Michelle. Yes, it certainly has. I have always been someone that enjoys philanthropy, enjoys giving. I really do believe that if we focus on others and do the best by others, it just comes back to us naturally. This is a belief that I've had from a very, very young girl. Going on that ride, though, changed so much about me, because in the past I had those beliefs, but they were mine privately. And I think when I first started fundraising, because you do have to raise funds to come on a shared experience, I felt like I was hitting a wall, and so I was shying away, thinking, I can't understand why people, it's so hard to fundraise. But it was a wall, and it was a mindset. Going on that shared experience, I had heard in the past from colleagues and friends who had that experience, and saying that they were fun and you build amazing relationships, and it really is good for business because you trust, you learn to trust, you learn to really understand the other party. So relationship building is number one. I didn't expect the changes that it actually brought. So I wasn't prepared for it, Michelle. The changes meaning, prior to the ride, as I said, I had a belief and I owned it. And it was okay for others not to believe in that. So it was a silence. I went on this experience, and the learnings of the ride and the challenges, yes, you do build amazing, amazing relationships, and you really get to know who has your back, especially on a bike ride. But it's the internal growth that starts happening. So you're doing things that you've not necessarily done at ease. So if I can say that to myself, I hadn't ridden a bike in many, many years. And my training, I came from illness, and I thought, okay, I will strengthen my core, I will get strong. I'd been told, learn how to get in a rhythm with breathing and your legs, and you'll be fine. Well, you do have to reach deeper than that, I can assure you. But what I was actually learning was how to go deep within and start gauging, how am I doing right now, this second? What is it that's bothering me? Is it muscle soreness? Is it the heat? Is it the mind? Is there sunstroke? Then the challenges. On day 4, I think, of my bike ride was my biggest challenge, because, as I said to you, I hadn't trained properly on a bike. And I was one of these I believed I was one of these people that had to actually dot my I's, cross my T's in everything that I've done. Always go in prepared, always. I prepare for a meeting, I prepare for, whether that's a business meeting, whether that is a party, a dinner party, everything in my life there was always a preparation. And I always felt that I needed to know all the details. So on day 4, we were climbing a hill. And like the other days, we'd climb a hill, and then the expectation was what goes up must come down. Day 4, that didn't happen. We seemed to be, and I think we were told, 400 feet above sea level. It was just a climb. So the internal things that start popping up. At first, I felt really angry because I wasn't prepared. And I thought I had no ego. I would not stop to get on the bus because we're climbing and I'm checking in. Are the legs sore? Am I coping with the heat? Is there a reason physically for me to get on the bus? Check in? No. I had also been told, and one thing that kept me going was that the director or the founder of Home Hug, Maythau, she was riddled with cancer and had been on these rides. So in my head, I thought, what would she do? Am I in pain? No. Am I hot? Yes, but I'm dealing with that. So what is it that I should get on the bus for? So I'm starting to then get real with myself. So I'm understanding my cans and can't do's. Then I'm reaching within and I'm thinking, okay, I was really angry. I should have been told. Why wasn't I told that we were just going to climb? And then the light went on. It's like, Mary, you are kidding yourself. If you had been told that all we were going to do today was climb this hill, you would have been the first person to find any excuse to hop on the bus. Because remember, I really hadn't trained. And so I would not even have attempted to go on this journey that day. As it turned out, I rode in excess of 112 or 114 kilometres. So I would never have achieved that. I would never have learnt that I actually can ride up a hill and I had the stamina to keep me going. Did it change me? Oh my goodness, yes. So it has actually, I have been shown that I can do whatever I set my mind to do. I have also been shown I don't need to have my I's dotted and my T's crossed, that I can actually go into something not as prepared, because life is not all about preparation, it's about the doing. It's just having a go. How many times have I stopped myself from having a go because I didn't believe I could do it, or I was worthy, or all the other limited beliefs we can hold. When I was a young girl, I had a passion for running. And this story came up to me the other day. Why did I stop that passion? There was a young girl that was running and she beat me. And I had the perception, because there was someone faster, I pulled back. I stopped. How many other things in my life had I done that? So how did it change me afterwards, Michelle? DNA's completely changed. I have come back to Australia understanding that I need to share my experience. People need to hear the experience, I don't know, but I need to share it. I know that I am very passionate about these shared experiences, and I do have to fundraise, and it is the most amazing causes. They're life-changing causes. So in order to do that, I just have to try. Do I hear a no? Yep, that's okay. Move on to the next and the next. Do I try things now that used to scare me, wouldn't even be, you know, the right word. A speech, oh my goodness. I would be sick to my stomach thinking that I would have to speak to a group, you know, a group of more than 2-3 people. I would be ill. I'd feel sick. I'd be nervous. I've been NLP trained, so it's going back into the whole thing and doing the breathing and the tapping. The other night at the ball, it was in front of 270, I think. There was not one nerve at a place. I was as calm as. And I was prepared, but did I need it? No. I just trusted. So everything about me has changed. I'm more resilient than I used to be. I have a go. It doesn't have to be perfect. And I coach that. But I've actually completely understood now, it doesn't have to be perfect. Just have a go.
And sort of thinking back to small businesses again, and especially entrepreneurs, how do you communicate to them when you're working with them as a foundation specialist to get them to even become aware of their limiting beliefs? Because often we don't even know that we have these limiting beliefs. What can we say to them to help them expose that even all the fantastic stuff that they're doing, that there's actually more potential for them to grow and achieve so much more success for themselves? How do you approach that with small businesses?
These shared experiences, they bring this out in so many ways without any fear. You know, when we have a go, oh my goodness. You know, you talk about success, even that is limiting because it's such a range. What is success? Success to everyone is a different definition. So limiting beliefs, you might not even realize you have them. Or I have done a lot of work on the subconscious as well and trying to pull back those layers. You know, the onion, peeling back one layer at a time. I was shocked to find these things about me. I really was. I was shocked. I could not believe it. I cried. To the point that my closest friends, I just don't settle anymore. And I don't settle for things that I thought in the past I would. These limiting beliefs show up in the most unexpected places. And shared experiences are a really good way to learn about yourself. My first shared experience was on the tuk-tuk ride with the Foundation of Goodness in Sri Lanka. And that was fun, and you learn different aspects. Different shared experiences bring out different elements. All about yourself though, because you could see, you know, this was a shared experience on tuk-tuk. So we're all riding and we've got our children in the back, but you start seeing the ones that are competitive and then the cheeky ones, and it brings out so many different qualities or characteristics of a human being. Then the bike ride, it brought out others, other characteristics, and everyone starts unpeeling and you get to know so much about the other person. But I can tell you these shared experiences bring a lot more out of people. Not only have I changed, everyone that has gone on these shared experiences has changed. And you can see it, and it is in that DNA. It squashes belief systems. Every single person who has come on these shared experiences in teams, channel partners within the group, every single person has changed for the most positive. Really, you know, I talk about wearing your heart on your sleeve. even more transparent. It's like you actually see the heart that sits there, that is open. And every single one of us is becoming so much more. We thought it was transparent before. This is like crystal clear out there. It just changes. And the shared experiences are in an environment which is not threatening. So there's nothing fearful about them. So they're trusting adventures with a lot of learnings.
I think one of the other things I really like that you use is for small businesses, how they're sort of stuck in the hamster wheel. So if you had 2 minutes with someone, and I was a small business coming to you as a foundation specialist, what could you say to me in those couple of minutes to sort of help me shift as a small business owner the opportunities that you see through this sort of model?
To a small business, what it means to an individual is it deepens relationships, not just with people that you want to develop relationships with, but within yourself. Because at the end of the day, it's yourself that has to step out of the comfort zone. It's yourself as a small business owner. You have to juggle so many hats. There are things that come naturally, and there are things that you don't even know that you can do. These shared experiences teaches you so much more about yourself. And it's yourself with the better version of yourself that steps out of it. Because you as a small business owner have to extend that comfort zone on a daily basis with everything that you do. And this journey, shared experiences, is sharing, yes, with colleagues, wonderful people, people that you can build lifetime relationships with. But the one person that you're going to take with you through all this is yourself. And you get to know yourself really, really well. And you smash beliefs that you've carried from very young that you never thought you could do. When you come back and get back into doing the business, there is a whole different person that comes back. It is that person that will just continue to make it happen. Have a go where you wouldn't. Make the decisions. Know where you are going, and know the fact that you hear a no, or if you don't synergize with someone, it's like, that's okay, because there's plenty more out there. And you have a tribe of people that you have grown with built these relationships with, that you know have your back in many ways to grow your business and to assist you in growing your business. So it is the relationships that you build, and it's the limiting beliefs you get rid of when you do these shared experiences. So you are always putting your best person forward, and that's yourself.
Wow, that's fantastic, Mary. Thank you so much for your time. We really appreciate you, and I know that we lean on you a lot, but you have so much to share, and I really appreciate that every time you let us ask these questions and share a part of your story, which I think is really inspiring. And I really hope that it inspires companies like yours. And again, if you would like to know more, if you ever want to understand what a shared experience is or what Doing Good Rewards does, please give us a call. Find out a little bit more about some of the charities that we support, like Hands Across the Water and Foundation of Goodness, and how we can engineer a shared experience for you and your business through some of our great platforms like the Business Growth Program. So find out more at www.doinggoodbusiness.com.au, and thank you.